Welcome to Learned and Go-Go, the podcast. My name is Sydnee A, and I am the host of Learned and Go-Go, the podcast. I am also the author of Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Go-Go, How a Preacher's Daughter Pole Danced Her Way to Finding Her True Self. And I am welcoming you guys tonight to an extra special episode of Learned and Go-Go, the podcast. If you have been following the Frozen Dead series that I've been doing, Necro Fiends of the Frozen Dead, you are familiar with my friend Johnny and his comic, which is celebrating 25 years tomorrow. 25 years, shit, I'm almost 25 years old, right? So anyway, I am super excited because tonight it is not only me, but I also have a super awesome co-host, and I'm going to bring him on here in just a second, and we are going to celebrate the life and times of Frozen Den comics and this guy, Johnny Necro. So everybody, please welcome my buddy, Aaron Markham. Hey! How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Ready to celebrate some Frozen Dead.
Excellent. And I am seeing everybody in the comments. I am so excited. We have Dustin coming in saying hi.
Dustin.
And of course, your beautiful wife, Lizzie, is saying hey. Hey, Lizzie. We have Mark saying congrats to Johnny. And we have Johnny's beautiful wife, Anne, saying yay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Reese is here too. We love Reese. He says, hey, my spooktacular friends. Hope you're doing well. You are both amazing. It was an honor to be interviewed for 25 years of Frozen Dead. Here's to many more wicked years. We love you, bud. Thank you so much. Thank you. So before we get to the man of the hour out here, I've asked everyone when I've done the series, just so everybody knows, give a little background of how you know Johnny. So why you're so excited to be celebrating the 25 years.
Well, meeting Johnny for me, it was like basically when something was meant to happen and we had been in it, surrounding each other's circles for so many times and some in the same state and multiple times and never got to get together. And then once we both said, hey, that guy seems pretty cool. I like what he's doing. I should talk to him. And he felt the same way about me. And then we came together and we haven't stopped working.
And the magic was born, right?
Yes, very much so.
I don't have a picture of when you guys first met, but I do have a picture when I first met Johnny. So just picture it. Pennsylvania, 2024. Going into my Sophia. This is my first impression of Johnny. And it was fantastic. He was Doc from Back to the Future. And I'm like, this guy's going to be my friend. I love him. So
that's Johnny.
Ever since then, excuse me, I think the craziest thing is that I've only known him less than a year because I feel like he's been my brother forever. So
totally agree.
Without further ado, let's bring him on here. There's Johnny. Welcome.
Johnny Necro.
Happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween to you.
Happy Halloween.
And happy anniversary. So as we were saying,
happy anniversary to Aaron and Lizzie.
Yeah, happy anniversary to you guys tomorrow too.
Thank you.
Super awesome. Yes. All right. So one of the things that we were talking about is how you just instantly create these friendships with people when you meet them. You just have that personality. So in the vein of that, I want you to talk first a little bit about the comic, which Aaron and I both have. What spawned Johnny Necro?
Music.
Okay.
Because it was a marketing idea to be able to market a band that never happened until it became a different band many, many years later. It was my stage name, Johnny Necro. The band was going to be called Frozen Dead, named after a 1960s zombie movie. Very hard to find, and it's public domain. It's about the Nazis trying to bring an army of zombies back so that they can come back from losing World War II. You know, one of the many zombie Nazi movies out there.
Right.
And we had an ad for a drummer. Now, I drew the guitarist and myself and the singer. And for the fucking drummer we were advertising for, it was a full skeleton with a pompadour missing one eye. Well, I kept being approached to do a comic for the Daily Texan newspaper in Austin, down on Guadalupe Street, University of Texas. And it's the largest college newspaper in the entire country, so people get a perspective of what a big deal it was. But I didn't give a shit. I didn't want to do anything. So self-sabotaging, I kept being a dick to this guy who kept asking. So finally I was like, you know what? I'll do it. I will call it the same thing the band's going to be called. I'll make it look like it's an autobiography of the main character. I had finally combined the faceless drummer with my character to form the band logo, which people still see on our products, the Johnny Necro crest. And that was fucking 25 years ago. And it's insane. Back then I was living in a fucking armchair squatting. And within a year I was in New York City and fucking living on a subway and had a fucking meeting on the phone with MTV.
Oh no, where'd he go?
The craziest shit. I did most of Frozen Dead while fucking homeless.
You just did a total peekaboo there, but you didn't miss a beat.
I saw that.
You disappeared and then I brought you right back in. That is awesome.
Yeah, you didn't miss a beat. That was great.
He's just like, yeah. So one of the things that I love about the comics, and like I said, I've known you less than a year, so this is all new to me and I'm really enjoying it, is how you incorporate pop culture, horror movies, and everything into your comic. And then you also highlight your friends. And that's phenomenal. So in that vein, I have a little surprise. I have somebody here that wants to wish you a happy anniversary. So everybody, please welcome Beatrice Buckley.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Surprise.
Yes.
That's a wonderful surprise. She's sneaky because we were talking earlier today.
Haha.
So how you doing, darling?
I love you with all my heart, and it's so nice to see you.
I was going to say, Johnny, please introduce Beatrice and let everybody know the background, how you guys know each other. And she's an amazing actress. Yes, there she is. Freddie's mama and Jason's mama. That's huge.
And I can say it now because it's on Facebook and soon to be my mama, at least for a small part. But yes, Beatrice Buckley. She was amazing. Amanda Kruger in Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. I first approached her when I created the Horror Adorables and we became friends on Facebook. I sent a post to my Freddie and I said, hey, thanks for the ad. And she goes, oh my God, you drew that, which showed she was paying attention. And that was over 2 years ago now. Like we've got to have a couple of visits together. We did a con side by side and she did the forward for the book that you guys both have. And she was drawn in it because of her, there's a Pam Voorhees Horror Adorables as well. And I think it's one of the most wonderful friendships I've gotten in the industry, and I appreciate you so much, B.
Oh, yay. Well, I appreciate you. And I love, there we are.
There you are. That's so, I'm so happy you could hop on here. Thank you.
Yeah. And I adore my Horror Adorables, And so when I asked Johnny, after I played Pamela, did we do this before or after I played her?
It was before. You knew you had the part, but you couldn't say anything yet.
That's right.
So you would ask if I would draw Pam, and then you asked for the shirt. And while we were talking, you contacted Annie and ordered it while we were talking about it.
Yeah, which I just love, because there's so much fodder there for with Pamela and Amanda, completely different mothering.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And as a result, they're completely different children, they're sons. But as your mom, are you going to be somebody evil and bad then too? Because I tend to make very naughty boys.
Well, my character is a plagiarist, so I guess he's not a good boy. He's not necessarily evil, but he's a plagiarist. But you love him very much, so that's good.
Well, that's a good thing.
I'm the son that can do no wrong. You're a little bit harder on my brother.
Oh boy,
he should know better.
Yeah. Well,
So
one day we need to manifest me playing Michael Myers' mom.
Yes, that would be awesome too.
That's my
That'd be the trifecta.
It'd be a short role because she dies pretty quick every time. You need to come back as the ghost of her.
Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah. The other two are ghosts. So anyhow, I don't know if you saw they had the fan film that I played Amanda in just recently. Yeah. Well, there are 2 fan films, but one that he just played Amanda Kruger in just got released it's on Facebook by a guy in Italy. He got all the actors to send in their roles remotely from the States, and he just kind of pieced them all together. Kind of
Does that sound familiar, guys?
Absolutely.
Cause
That's the way to make a movie.
Right?
They're both in Curse of the Ghost Rider with us.
There you go.
I was going to say, I think, isn't she my mother-in-law?
She was, yes.
Yes.
So there we go. Yeah.
I provided the book.
There you go. See, everyone has their important roles.
Yes.
But yeah, I just wanted to stop on by. I got to get out, but I wanted to say hello and send you my love and happy 25th anniversary.
Thank you so much, B.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. There's a lot of comments, people saying hi and so happy that you're here. Dustin says Beatrice is awesome. Annie says hi, Beatrice. So everybody's like super psyched you're here. Mark says hi, B. So
awesome. All right.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, and Sydney, we'll definitely connect, for longer time. Sometime.
Definitely. Yep. I know you're super busy. So thank you so much.
Thank you again, B.
Take
Happy
care.
Halloween.
All right.
Halloween.
Oh, what's everyone dressing up as?
I gotta work tomorrow, so I'll be dressing up like someone who gives a shit. No, I'm kidding.
Probably a dead guy.
I'll probably do the sugar skull I've been doing all month. I don't know. I'll see what inspires me in the morning.
All right. Well, one last question before I go. What candy is everyone giving out?
All the big ones.
All the
got the Reese cups and like everything full size.
Oh, full size. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Yeah. What about you, Johnny?
No one stops at our house. We're like the last house in the borough. I try it every year. Nobody ever comes. So we just don't even bother anymore. We just give stuff away to our readers and friends.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Well, I'm doing apples with razor blades. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye. Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Surprise.
Well, that was a very nice surprise.
All right. Well, let's get to some of these comments. Okay. I absolutely love that Annie's asking why you're wearing sunglasses inside, nerd. I love it. Oh, Nina's on. Hi. Thank you for joining.
Hi, Nina. Nina is one of my oldest friends as well from the Detroit area. So it means the world that she's here.
That is awesome.
We used to hang out and do the goth dances together out in the goth club in Detroit.
Nice. I like Mark's response to your sunglasses is because your light is so bright, it blinds yourself. That's awesome. Hey, beautiful people. Just want to say I'm alive. Good to see you, Kyler. Miss you. And I'm currently haunting. Be safe. Love you all. He's been working the haunts all month. So that is awesome.
Yeah, I've been working hard, scaring people.
Absolutely.
And still stopped by. Yes. Much love, Skull.
And Annie says you're a magic man.
She's not wrong.
She's the one who gives me the magic. I just, do the other work.
Oh, behave you two. Okay.
Who do you think inspired the muse?
Ooh, yeah, there you go. Go, Annie, go. Reese says, also wanted to say thank you all so much for all that you do for the horror community. I am honored to call you my friends. You are family, Reese.
Reese,
you are family.
I got to see you in April. Even if we have to stop by Monroe, if you don't get a ride up to Dearborn, we're going to stop and see you one way or another. Awesome. Right, Annie?
Very cool. Yeah.
She was on the way and on the way back. So I know we have to stop in Cleveland and see Tromadan on our trip. And hopefully while we're there for the week, I'm supposed to get together with Bill D. Russell. So
we'll definitely tell him that I said
$4.99 a month, and your first month's free. If you don't believe me, ask all of us in our next commercial.
Absolutely. Oh no.
Oh, and he's right out on cue.
Johnny, you keep leaving your own show. Well, okay. Oh, he's back. Okay, hold on. Let me bring him back. Why you keep putting yourself in timeout, buddy? Oh my goodness. So Reese says, I'll definitely be in Dearborn for that, brother. And Ann says, aren't we doing that haunted tour there?
We got to bring me forward. I'm in backstage.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Oh, weird. It shows that I'm in backstage. Weird.
Nope. You're here. I wouldn't ask you a question if you were still backstage. That'd be
you guys
mean.
can still see me because
You're there. Trust me.
I'm pulling the John Cena tonight.
I wouldn't lie to you. You're there.
Nice.
I can see you, brother.
Yeah. Reese, find out about the tour for us because we definitely want to do that when we visit. Obviously, Dearborn is April 20th, but sometime before or after that, we'll figure that out.
Cool. And Dustin says, we see you.
Well,
So
good.
I think it would be a fun time for us to see Dustin. Welcome.
Oh, God. Sorry. I thought this was Friday the 13th. Jason makes a porno. I thought this was the reading.
Hi,
everyone.
That happens to him a lot. So.
He's always making pornos back there.
No, just this one movie, okay? You all know
gobble.
films. It takes time. It takes a lot of reshoots, so a lot's going on. But just want to hop on to say congratulations, my friend. 25 years, independent.
I don't see Dustin. That's weird.
So
You don't see Dustin?
No.
He's there.
Look,
again, it shows me as backstage, which is weird.
I don't know. Your phone's messing up, but
I'm gonna come back in.
Just because
Not
I'm the middle child, he can't see me. I came on with good intentions, and
and with a costume.
Beatrice got the welcoming wagon. I show up, and
I'm back.
I'm excited you're here. There he goes again. He's just like, but I really appreciate that you're hopping on because tell us how you know Johnny. Give us your history.
So there was a time where people went on Facebook and people connected through Facebook. And I've shared the story before, but Johnny Necro has this amazing look where you look at him and just go, this is an awesome person. So we had kind of seen each other through the years, but then we started, I think Johnny initiated, if I remember correctly, we just started chatting, and then just in a span of a few months, we ended up in several projects together. And, his comics I had seen previously, but then once I got to actually do a deep dive, I love the messaging, the meanings, I think when you look at certain comics, you're like, oh, it's grungy, it's punk, whatever. But what I love about Johnny is he does such great storylines, and he connects great to not only current events, but there's definitely some emotional depth. Even just the origin of his main character is beautiful. I don't want to spoil anything. Go get the comic if you haven't, or go read it. But he just does wonderful work. So it's an honor to be able to pop in even just for a few minutes to congratulate you, my friend.
Thank you, brother. I love you with all my heart, and I appreciate you so much.
Always.
With everything we do, and I'm so excited that you continue to say yes to my insane ideas.
Look, so far you haven't made me eat meat or tell me that you're making a turkey sandwich, so we're on good pages for now. But no, happy to continue work with you, and special shout out to that's a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
So, and I just want to give a quick shout out to Aaron, who is the incredible voice for Turkey Man on many occasions. He does a wonderful performance. And Sydney, we have something coming up. Love it.
It's like I was prepared for this.
Yes, you were prepared for this one. I appreciate it. And Sydney, we got something coming up soon, so I'm looking forward to that. So, but yeah, otherwise, I don't know if you have other people in the back room, but just wanted to hop on and just say congratulations, my friend.
Thank you so much. And tell my buddy Turkey Man too. I said hi, and I love him. High feathers.
Very much.
Absolutely. He would have popped on, but he was concerned over the sound of the gobbles throughout the sound here. So, but he said he'll be happy to jump on in the future if you want him to show up. So he's always happy to show up.
Green drinks for everyone.
Constant professional.
And just on behalf of Turkey Man, don't eat turkey in November. November's around the corner. Eat tofu, eat fruits, eat anything. Just don't eat turkey. Just don't do it. If you want, you can follow Turkey Man too, and he'll explain fun reasons why. Eat Dolphin Man. Dolphin Man's a bastard, and he deserves it. And again, if you want to hear this rant, I'm happy to talk to any of you offline. But Dolphin Man's a bastard, and you can eat him. So save the turkeys. Save the turkeys.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, Dustin. I really appreciate you hopping on to give Johnny some well wishes. So always great to see you, my friend.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Love, brother.
Love. Yay. I love Dustin.
My family, you're all my family.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm going through the comments, seeing what we've missed. So Nina says me and the boyfriend will be there in the 20th. So
Woo!
That is awesome. Where is the one that Lizzie said I was cracking up? Let me see if I can find it.
Uh-oh.
Damn, Dustin's still working on that porno. It's going to be like the longest porno ever. That's hilarious.
Jason makes a porno.
It takes time.
Hey, I got, everything in its time. So it's all good. Well, speaking of time, you have managed to do this comic for 25 years. So share with everybody listening, like, how do you stay inspired to keep going and not just be like the end?
Well, it's kind of a loaded question because I have seen the end. I just don't know when the end is. So
Gotcha.
I do know how the series ends, if and when it does end. However, I always leave trails of breadcrumbs that I can pick up at any time, and little plot threads are woven throughout the series. And I do a lot of little cliffhangers. And I think it just still interests me. You know what I mean? Like, I still want to know what happens next. And if I can keep surprising me, I can keep surprising you guys. And I've said this a lot, but I don't know how many people actually believe me. But I'll come up with like a plot idea. I'll write a joke or two or maybe a one-liner. But when I'm actually doing the stories, I make it up as I go. Like, I don't pre-write my script when it comes to the comic, other than here's what I have to do. Maybe I have to go to here, and here. And then I just let it flow because it makes it natural, like a real adventure that they're on. You know what I mean? It's almost like a real life. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Well, neither do I when it comes to them, except for I have to do this, I have to do this, and I have to do this. And I kind of backed myself into a corner because right now I have a plethora of plot threads that I need to address now that, spoiler, if you haven't bought the book yet, you've had long enough. And I posted it for free on Tomb of the Frozen Dead, so you could have read that story anyways. But the boys are home for the first time in many years, our real time. We did not see what happened once they got there. But I know the destruction that was left behind before they got there. My sci-fi character, Nick Bounty, he is trapped in his own body after jumping to escape 2525's dying timeline. He went into his own past self who had time traveled there, and he's stuck in a mental hospital. The superhero Captain Chaos has been in prison for years because he dared punch a different ethnicity lifestyle supervillain. So he's been in jail for a hate crime.
Like
Candy and Pickles von Neckerstein, we haven't seen them since they got rescued from the land of abandoned and forgotten ideas, which is the current story that's going on. Spoiler. Again, it's all on Ram and Sandy Productions, so people can cheat and read ahead anyways because it's already happened. But there are just so many things going on. There's an amnesiac ghost version of the original Johnny Necro soul called Necrogeist running around, who is in hell being tortured and then ripped apart by Satan before escaping with the help of the Cerebus the Aardvark clone Subulak. So, like, these are all things that have to be addressed once the series starts back up. So, I mean, I don't see me getting bored yet. Are you bored?
Right.
Not at all. I was going to say, Aaron, you're over on the side. I always have the mirror, right? I'm on the wrong side. What questions do you have for Johnny? I'm handing it over to you.
Well, to that aspect, I wanted to kind of go into more of what he was saying there, to where it's like, I get what you mean about definitely the free flowing of how you want to work the story and the adaptability that you kind of bring to it, to where it's like, you know the end goal, but how they're going to get there is what you're going to be coming up with the whole entire time that you're doing it. So in that turn, it's a fresh idea that gets to go through an established idea. So, you know, it's like it's like, what is that? The old and the new mixed together.
In my opinion, and this goes with film writing or storytelling or comics or anything, ideas should be elastic. They should be able to bend as needed and be changed at a moment's notice because you feel the bend in the road. You know, you don't want to be so rigid with your concept. I mean, it's great when you have a full idea. That's different. When you have a full idea and you're like, that's great.
Right.
But you have to be open to just be like, well, wait a minute. It just works. It shifts in a moment notice, and then go with it. Don't fight it.
Well, as you being able to be the creator, of course you would, but do you enjoy that freedom for it? I mean, could you do Frozen Dead if somebody had dictated what the story was to you?
Before you answer that,
but I wouldn't enjoy it as much.
Right.
I was gonna say, before you answer that, everybody, you can get your copy at Johnny's link tree. I just wanted to throw that up there. No, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Right, very much so.
Right here. You're trying to make me money. Go ahead and interrupt.
Yes. Beautiful.
I'm just laughing because as I was looking up your link tree, because I didn't want to mess it up, Dustin put in the comments, remind us where we can get a physical copy. And I just messaged him. I'm like, we have the same brain, because I was literally about to post it. So,
and I joke with the money thing because you guys obviously know, that's important because you want to make more books, you want to make more products, but it's not all about the money, or I wouldn't post it for free daily for however many years that I've been putting it on Facebook now. You know what I mean? It's a public service. I joke, but I'm serious when I say I'm the PBS of underground punk horror comics.
The PBS, I love that.
Yep. I agree with that.
Because nobody should go without being able to laugh or something that'll make them feel or think, because they can't afford $5 for a 20-page fucking comic that's half advertisements.
Right. Yep. And that's one thing that I've always loved about you is you support everybody. Like you always have everybody's best interest at heart. And whether it's, hey, I'm making this movie, I want you to be a part of it, or I think you'd love this comic, here it is. You know, like you're just always looking out, and it's a amazing quality, and we need more Johnnies in this world, honestly.
Here.
Speaking of comics that aren't completely mine, but related to mine, an announcement today. I talked to one of our dear friends, the creators of Gerald of the Afterlife. And this week, I sent them the basis for their first plot thread for our crossover.
Oh, that's awesome.
There is a seriously, really touching, cool thing that's going to be revealed just because of the crossover with Gerald in the Afterlife.
I cannot wait to see this, because you know I love them too. So
I just surprised.
That's awesome. There's
your little announcement for the anniversary. There's a crossover coming with Gerald in the Afterlife.
And you didn't even tell me. You suck.
Anniversary, giving away gifts.
Yep, exactly. It's his anniversary, and he's the one with, giving gifts to everybody. I just wanted to.
I'm coming up with what I need, but I'm basically giving free reign to do what they need to, as long as A and B meet F and G.
Right. Gotcha. And that's what's so cool too. Like what I love about, I'm still, like I said, I'm still new to this and I'm learning and I'm loving it, but I just love the pop culture references in here and like how many different things you have included in here and how the humor isn't just surface level. Like there's so much more to the storylines than just that.
And I don't always plan the timing. When I was doing the Clay story, I had a segment where the character Thorogood from the PJs, an old Eddie Murphy claymation show, was calling California raisins racists. And it was right during that time that all of a sudden Black Lives Matter and protests and shit were going on. I wasn't making fun of that, but it was just weird how it coincided at the same time. It just so happened that was the story that was being posted that fucking month. I couldn't have fucking planned it.
Yep.
It's sad. I don't want shit like that to happen. But
Well, not specifically that, of course.
I fucking predicted shit like that. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
Well, that's kind of the thing there is, is if you worked on and created something and it's set to be released and then something happens out in the modern world, that's not your,
right.
You didn't.
But
do
I
that
damn well wasn't going to back away from it like some of the fucking cancel shit because I had a good message that I was trying to say.
Well, no, yeah, exactly.
It was picking on the ridiculousness of both sides of it. Hatred's fucking retarded. Oh, I used a bad word. Retardation means the inability to grow. It is not mental illness. That is the actual definition, the inability to learn or grow. That's why preservatives retard the flavor. So, yes, I used a bad word. Frozen Dead will not apologize for being frozen dead.
I was going to say, you just say it the way that you want to say it. I gotcha.
If I've ever come close, it was to apologize for Brett, but then he turned around and threatened me and tried to stick a pencil up my pee hole.
Yeah, you got to watch Brett.
He may be all heart, but he's a fucking dark ass black fucking heart.
Oh, there you go. I wanted to also point out that Anthony Noble is here.
Anthony
Johnny
has recently agreed to do a pinup for the future Frozen Dead book.
A pinup? Do tell. I
just did.
Well, all right, smartass.
No,
I mean, like when I think of a pinup, I think of, like victory curls and heels. That's why I'm tell me what that means.
When I say pinup, any drawing of Frozen Dead that I didn't do.
Okay. See, and that's why I'm like the people at home might not know what that means, and they might be thinking
it's a centerfold.
Oh, okay.
Hey, only one person in 25 years has shown Johnny's weighing, and it was me.
Well, I should hope so.
But it was tastefully done. He was abducted by an alien and taken to the future and naked to go into a Skynet Terminator molding facility so that he could be sent back into his own past. And he had a limp, flaccid penis sticking out. Well, once you see it, you can't unsee it. But I didn't give him some larger-than-life member sticking out with a boner. It was just laying there.
I love that.
Like we've said, there is absolutely no comic on Earth like Frozen Dead. And if the past minute and a half didn't just prove that. So another friend who is awesome that we are all connected to on this podcast would like to come on and give you some well wishes as well. So please welcome Reaper.
Hey.
Dear Uncle Devlin, it is nice to see you with my auntie.
Now, how did I know we were going to end up looking like twins?
Because you're cool like that, motherfucker.
You two and your sunglasses.
I feel left out.
It's one of those things. Oh, there you go.
Oh my God, I just choked on an ice cube.
Oh, you haven't seen the special thing that can do. Unholy fuck. Aaron is a magician, so...
We're not having another pee hole conversation, are we?
No.
Okay.
Or anything that could possibly swim up it or do anything bad. We're not going to talk about that.
Well, okay, good.
We'll save that for the goddamn program.
I was going to say, this isn't the Saturday night show.
Exactly right. No, I just wanted to jump on and say, happy anniversary, man. You made it.
Now, you can't see it because it is up high, but the Reaper that I drew for you is stuck next to my Tromaville High School sticker.
Let's see if I can get it.
I don't know if you can see up there or not, but all the way up in the back, it's my Reaper sticker.
Aaron keeps flashing his titties. It's cracking me up.
Hey, there's
the original.
I love it.
If you can see it.
Yeah.
Lizzie said no bleach till Saturday.
Exactly. No bleaching. No bleaching of any kind. Let it go for a minute.
And Saturday, if you're wondering what that is, join us on Saturday for the 18 and over program. Yeah, Dustin's saying, I feel like we're getting a podcast crossover right now.
It's all like a big family.
Exactly.
Absolutely. This is like
exactly right.
Incestuous network of people.
I consider every last one of you part of the Morgrot Entertainment family, as well as being part of your family as well. So,
and you were part of the Random Insanity Productions family.
Exactly. Most deaf.
And the Learn to Go family.
Dustin's
and the
calling you out, Reaper.
Dustin. I guess he hasn't. What that can't be right. I usually don't wear paint on the goddamn program, and he's been on there constantly.
Yeah, that's just been an October thing that we've been doing the makeup for goddamn program. So
exactly.
I didn't know what to do tonight. I'm like, do I look like my regular face or do
we're voguing?
Yeah.
No,
I could have been a Cretan like we were in Power of Positive Murder, Johnny. I could have done the Cretan makeup.
I'd rather save it for our commercial.
Okay.
See, there you go.
Nice. Dustin says, Reaper, see you tomorrow night at the first episode screening.
Oh, man, hopefully everybody can make it. Shit, it's going to be amazeballs.
And congratulations on everything you've been doing, dude. I am so proud of you.
Yes.
I'm even more proud of you, sir. You've been keeping this prolific comic that is, in my opinion, iconic in the world of horror, indie horror, you name it. And bringing these characters to life, and now seeing you branching out and doing all these other things, you are just as amazeballs, brother.
Oh, thank you. I will say the one thing this year out of everything that blows me away in that fucking comic, I never would have guessed that I would have the actor from the #1 grossing movie in the fucking country.
Yes.
David Howard Thornton.
Exactly.
See, you are predicting things with you.
I mean, and Dr. Chuck, it was just beautiful.
Oh, and I have a message for you from him when I got to hang. Yeah, I finally got to meet him in person. We've been friends online for a while. We've always talked, but ever since our interview last year for Terrifier 2, he sends his best well wishes and regards. So
nice.
Oh, that's so awesome.
When I first talked to David about being in Frozen Dead, he had just done the first one. That's how long ago it was.
Wow.
And didn't have a way to incorporate the convention aspect because they were stuck in the claymation limbo. And so I had to wait several years. When I did the Horror Adorables Art the Clown, I recontacted him. And I said, by the way, do you remember when we talked, I said, you are going to be the next Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers of fucking horror.
I said the same fucking thing to him last year when we did the Reaper's Underground interview. By the way, if everybody out there is not following Reaper's Underground, make sure you do. Facebook, you know what to do. I swear I'm a fucking robot. I do that shit at like the drop of a hat. But anyway.
I'll have a #4 and follow Reaper's Underground on Facebook.
And I was like, dude, how did you ever foresee this happening? And then towards the end of the interview, I was like, you realize we haven't had an icon, a true icon in horror for a hardcore minute. And he laughed at me. He's like, dude, this ain't, everyone likes it. That's awesome. But I'm just another character. I said, no, your character is very special. And what you do with it and how you do it, you have shown people that you don't have to deliver a line to be the scariest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, that's true. Don't get me wrong.
It's even scarier that he does it.
Hallows Eve with Art the Clown, but Dave just took it to a different level.
Oh, he sure did.
He was made for that fucking role.
Yes. Absolutely. And he's just a stellar human being on top of it, which makes me want to support him
he's
even
one
more.
of the best humans I know, man. He'll go above and beyond for all his fans.
Yep.
Agreed. Yep.
That's fantastic. We need more people like that,
I'm working on it.
I'm looking at 3 of them right here.
And we're looking at you, buddy. You're the #1.
Guys, I watched our 20 minutes again today at work. And you guys are fucking killing it. I love it. I have not gotten sick of the footage. Anytime I add to it, I'm just like blown away, and it just works. If I didn't know You would not know that the scenes we have are in Kentucky, Texas, near Philadelphia, fucking California. You know, I was talking with Trauma Dan about his upcoming death scene for the fucking shitty shooting in Ohio, and he's bringing trauma level fucking blood and guts.
Nice.
So,
I love it.
I mean, and everybody is just, they are just doing so much. And I couldn't ask for a better film family than what we have. I mean,
and for those of you at home that don't know, it's Curse of the Ghostwriter is the movie that Johnny's referencing right now that we are all a part of, and so grateful that you included all of us in your movie because it's so fun. I had so much fun filming myself. I just want to do more. So if you'd like to hire an actress.
Oh, I got you, girl. I got you, girl. Trust me. Things are on the rise.
Flat out.
For the Red Huntress.
Once people see what we've done with just each person doing their little out-of-pocket budget or using what location we have at hand, whether it be a hotel when you're at a convention or a pizza place or a bowling alley, when they see what we have done without hardly anything, what can we fucking do with a budget for the next one?
Yep. And that's so important that people realize that. Like, so many people have these inspirations and these dreams, but they're waiting for the right moment. Stop that. Just do it. Just do it.
My argument has always been this. There are films on Tubi today that were shot on a fucking iPhone.
Yep.
This is not out of the reach, and people love them. Sometimes they love them because, well, I mean, when the acting is good, that's what pushes it over the top. But when it's not good, they're just like, that's my favorite, like, piece of trash to watch just to make me laugh. But this film has got so much fucking raw talent that it's going to, I don't know, it's a groundbreaker. It's a game changer. You know what I'm saying?
You've all embraced your characters so fucking perfectly.
Yep, and it just keeps growing. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen to me. Hear me, they didn't understand me yesterday.
Yeah, so
I see Sydney has the smoothie.
It is not the smoothie. It is the clear one tonight. It is the vodka and sparkling water. Yes, yes. It doesn't have. I don't want to be up until 2 like we are on Saturday, so I don't have the energy drinking it tonight. But yeah, so in the love and feelings of our movie, I have to give Reaper because he's my soon-to-be ex-husband in the movie. Fuck off. Okay, so every time I see him, I'm just like,
why can't you think of
with love, but.
Where did the love go? That's what I want to know.
I spent it at the flea market.
Everybody blame this man.
Or the bathroom of a love.
He's the one who's the enabler.
Blame it on the book.
Right.
Blame it on the book.
I mean, that sounds like a hit song to me.
It is.
Blame it on the book.
Right
you sing it and I'll lip sync it.
That could have been a fucking Milli Vanilli chorus right there.
Well, that's
Blame
what I mean.
it on the book.
That's what I said. You sing it and I'll lip sync it and it'll be a hit.
You got it. I love it.
So I get pulled into that thing. I got to put it down. I'm good.
That's right. No.
Wait, I missed the beginning of that sentence. Oh, okay. Woo. I'm like, we got Dustin doing pornos, and we got I don't know what's going on. As always, we're going. Oh, you missed that. Yeah, you're tardy to the party. You missed. Yeah, I'll fill you in.
I missed the pornography.
You did. You did.
He did bring a safety mask.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I have stepped into the realm of OnlyFans, so.
Ooh, yes.
If you're looking for something a little spicy. A little something on the dark side.
There you go. I'm looking at the comments real quick here. We have Lizzie says, I don't even mind crappy acting or effects if the story is interesting. And she is also in the movie as well.
That is so true, though.
Cody's here.
Cody.
Hey, Cody. What's
Rebecca here. Cody is next to me. Yeah. Yeah. It's Rebecca because Her phone died, so she took Cody's phone. I had to read it again. It says, "How did you lose her, Reaper?" Is that?
I don't know. I was a piece of shit. I was a bastard. You know, I got a little success and became a fucking dickhead, which is like, I don't know. So many people in the industry, it happens to them. It's like they sell the soul. You know what I mean? To the wrong person. But in this case, my character has sold his soul to the wrong idea.
Yes.
You know, it's very complex, and that is what I love about the character of Devlin. He is actually quite brilliant, and he has been brilliant at one point, but he lost his way. He had, well, I don't want to give too much away, so I'm not going to do that. But, you know, he had a really good chance, kind of blew it, so he's looking for that way back. And you know, it's not too far out of my wheelhouse. Like, if I'm looking for an outside kind of, you know, force to help me achieve something, I kind of feel for this character. You know what I mean? I really do. Especially for somebody who is, well, you know, I am very well versed in the dark arts. So it's not too far out of the wheelhouse to say, yeah, I could see somebody who's like trying to regain what they've lost by trying to get, you know, success back by any means necessary. He just screwed up, fucked up, and went the wrong route.
He at least wrote a #1 bestseller. I'm the fucking plagiarist who stole my dead uncle's shit.
God damn you.
Cody says, you know I'm here.
I understand that move as well.
There you go.
Sorry.
No, I was just saying, Cody said, I'm here just carving a pumpkin. That cracked me up.
One could say,
yes, I was going to ask.
The benefit.
There you go. So you're the Reaper in that situation.
Wow.
Oh, Dustin, who is also in the movie, said, great to see everyone doing so many different great projects. Wonderful thing when we build each other up, which I have to reference this wonderful shirt that Johnny gave me that is saying, all ships rise.
Yes.
From Fantastic Creations.
Yes.
Really? She also made this shirt. Look at this variant of my book cover where it almost looks like a fucking Misfits logo.
Dude, that's badass. I've been staring at it for like 10 minutes now.
Yeah, it's the next book's cover, the Iron Maiden tribute.
Yes.
But because of the red, it looks like the Crimson Ghost.
No, and we got to see Aaron's boobies again. Thank you, Aaron. Excuse me, but yes, I mean, Johnny and Ann gave this to me because I always say when the tide oh wow, okay, I wasn't watching, and then all of a sudden, woo! All right, see, I don't need an energy drink.
What do we always say? Boobs bring us all together.
They do. They do. Who doesn't like boobs?
Exactly.
Yes. But when the tide comes in, all ships rise was what I was going to say.
Right.
And then we had nipples rise, and we had all kinds of shit going on.
Well, you mentioned Aaron's nipples, and I felt left out, so I was going to try to work on that.
Yeah, Cody's yelling Aaron titties.
Sorry about that.
Hilarious. No, I love every time I turn around, you're like, whoa, trauma.
Right.
Hilarious.
The amazing shirt he made that was in the commercial that we got to make.
Yes. So that was actually another question in the comments, was Dustin asking what the commercial is that you keep referencing, Johnny.
Dun, dun, dun.
The original Tromanal commercial or our new Tromanal commercial?
I believe he's talking about the new one, but if you want to go back to the original one, yeah.
Well, he should know about the new one because his friend Turkey Man 2 is in the new one.
Yep.
Well, Turkey Man 2 doesn't like the Reaper too much.
Well,
he really doesn't like Dolphin Man. You missed a comment earlier.
Oh, I know for a fact.
You should see what he says about Dolphin Man in the next commercial. I guess if we're talking about the next Tromanal commercial, we'll let a spoiler free for the world if anybody's watching. The villains are getting mad they didn't get their day in the spotlight, so they are doing their own commercial for Tromanal. And we are lucky enough to have an upcoming cameo from the wonderful Lisa Gay from Trauma fucking classics like Toxic Avenger 2 and 3 and the Nukem High franchise. And she is reprising her role for a wonderful line in the commercial. I'm not spoiling it for anybody, but it's going to be an Apocalypse Inc. Trauma Now commercial. So, and there'll be some adult cretins in it as well.
You know, we are just like this beautiful blasphemous family. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like, you know, Trauma encompasses this.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that right there. And Uncle Lloyd has really united a lot of us together because he was a game changer himself and broke down so many barriers. And went to show that you know, you don't have to have a $500,000 budget to make a good film that people can really fucking relate to. And you know, I almost kind of think that's how everything has come full circle for all of us together. Because each of us are like, fuck the mainstream, you suck. We will not be censored. We will say what we want. We will do what we want. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. But at the end of the day, everybody loves the darkness.
There you go. Let's see. Dustin says, Turkey Man 2 hates Dolphin Man, has issues with Reaper and Misty. She knows what she did.
Oh, she knows what she did. She ate that big old turkey leg and did it more than once.
She gobbled that up, right? And Anthony says, Johnny, you are obviously a fan of the Misfits, but are you big into other horror punk bands around nowadays or current punk bands in general?
Oh yeah, you should watch my little podcast Reaper and I did recently about that, which we'll be doing more episodes for.
Yep, we're about to do a part 2 here coming soon.
I like all across the board, man, and I have this theory too. Just because something I listen to isn't technically punk doesn't mean it's not punk, because if I fucking like it, then it's fucking punk.
There you go.
Just how it is, man. But I love all kinds of horror rock. I love fucking all kinds of metal. I like fucking dark metal. I mean, one of my favorite bands of all time is Catatonia. After his vocals ripped. Fuck. The Scourge
Catatonia was fucking bad fucking ass. I love them.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just the anniversary of Celtic Frost, I think, today.
Oh, okay.
There's another anniversary that was today as well. I don't know if anybody caught it on Reaper's Underground Facebook page, but 3 years today. This journey started 3 years ago, and look where it is today.
Yay! Happy anniversary!
Oh yeah!
All the anniversary. We got the comic. We have Aaron and Lizzie. We have you. Like all the.
I was just thinking about that. It's like cosmically perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all like that.
Yep.
It's the fucking web. And that's why we all mesh so well. We don't force it.
Nope.
It's there. We have good days, we have bad days, you know, but
I've had bad days.
We all have, but we're all here for each other, and that's what matters. You know, we're a nice big dysfunctional family. I love it.
I have questions for you guys.
Oh, what do you think? This is your show?
Yeah, sure. It's not all about me, Sydney. That's the whole point of the other podcast.
I know, that's the thing, is it's you never let us make it about you, but go ahead.
What is your favorite Frozen Dead character and why?
Brett, because he's so fucking funny. The stuff that comes out of that heart's mouth is like completely unexpected. It always catches me off guard.
I agree with it as well.
Yeah, Brett. Yeah.
Motherfucker took over the goddamn series. He did.
He did. He totally did. And
it's that mouth. It's like she said, you have no idea what the hell he's about to say. Yep. It's like you don't. It's like a loaded gun ready to go off. You just got to wait to see who's going to pull the trigger and get the wrong comment out of him. Yeah,
and you know, I think it's very relatable to people, and that's why they cling to that character so much. Because, you know, it reminds them of themselves. Like, they're not going to censor what they say. You know, they're going to tell it like it is. And everyone wants to feel good about that. So when they see a character doing the same thing, they're like, see, I'm not bad.
Yep.
I'm just drawn that way.
Right? There you go.
No, wrong comic.
He's definitely the anti-hero. He's like Lobo or the Andy DeVito taxi character, or Louis, or whatever the fuck he was named. Look, Johnny Necro will always be Ann's favorite.
Yes, I love that. That is awesome.
He's actually my favorite as well.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
There you go. Because my second favorite would be Leonard.
Aw.
I love him. He's just such a mush, and he's so sweet. And I love how, and Brian's reading of Leonard, that laugh.
I told him to add that because if you read the origin story, I wrote the little giggles there because Leonard P. Vincent is named after Vincent Leonard Price.
Right.
And there was always those little laughs that Vincent would do subtle, the
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I gave him a nervous tick, and Brian Anderson fucking nailed that shit.
He did a
Amazing
great
voice.
job. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He wasn't able to join us.
And
today.
he's in
I
our
asked him.
movie.
Yes.
And in Killer Cox. And
the
a Legend
Legend
of
of Bloody
Bloody
Bones.
Bones.
Yes.
I was going to say, Aaron's got a lot of projects going on as well. What's coming out first? Killer Cox is coming out first, right?
Killer
That should be in
Cox.
April.
Yes.
Okay.
Should,
And you're in that too, right, Reaper? The three of you are in this.
I am.
The big pecker movie, as it were.
Yes.
Aaron knows what I'm talking about.
I'm in it like 5 minutes, but I make those 5 minutes feel like a fucking lifetime, motherfucker.
Nice.
Same.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did about the same amount of time I did. The chick, yeah. Gotta watch the movie.
Yes.
I
Killer
ain't
Cox.
saying shit.
Just when you thought
All
it
you
was
need to
safe
know is
come
I
out,
choked
cool.
the chicken.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't consider us extras in it. I consider us supporting cast.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
I like how Dustin says Killer Cock will be awesome in the singular. That just makes me giggle. It's Killer Cox, so to make it just one is even funnier.
There's a whole fucking army, man.
Maybe he's just thinking of Big Pecker because, you know.
Ooh, well, I mean, he is illustrious. He's sexy, that chicken.
That's
Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's something. I've seen the posts about him. He's woo.
Honestly, if you want to ask my opinion, I am terrified of him. Me and him have
You
had
should
some,
be.
we've had some experiences between me and him, and
Right.
I didn't
You were
really.
up close and personal with the Big Pecker. Is that what you're telling
Yeah.
us?
Yeah, and I know what it is to fear,
Right.
you know, and I'm just trying to pull myself back together from it. It was a pretty interesting, life-changing experience.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
love
know,
it.
it's very horrifying, you know, for a chicken that size to spit goo that can absolutely destroy you.
To spit goo.
And you have to you either have to duck and dodge because that little motherfucker's fast.
Yeah.
And if he's hungry, he gonna eat you. So, you know, to wrestle and tussle with him, I know I got my ass whooped. So
Hungry like the cock. See, we're making a soundtrack here. We can just do all these parody songs. And we can make
could
them
you
punk.
imagine if Duran Duran did that shit?
We have to have Johnny transform it into like a punk version too.
It's the final cockfight. The feathers are flying.
Yep. That was
I love it,
original
Dick.
for everybody out there.
Drumsticks
It's our
or
first time
wings.
ever playing together. So
But this
Super
time
band.
it's humans. Original recipe.
That is perfect. I love it.
hashtag this ain't no KFC, motherfucker.
See, this is what Frozen Dead's all about. All of this type of weird shit. Only we're doing it in film fucking shit now. It's
There
still
you
the
go.
similar fucking storytelling vein.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so then to turn it around on you, Johnny, who is your favorite character in your series?
Well, I did steal the name of Johnny Necro for a reason.
Okay. Well, that doesn't mean 25 years later he still is.
And a half years with no Brett in the comic. He was in
There's,
prison.
25 years ago, there were people that were my favorite that are no longer my favorite. So that doesn't mean that they're still yours.
Well, I mean, they're both me.
True.
They're both sides of me, because you guys all see the nice side of me, but there's plenty of people that see the Brett side of me on a regular basis.
Right.
So,
Turkey Man 2 says, you can never have enough cocks. Mwahahaha.
I mean, for some people, that's like the ultimate fantasy, the dream.
And Lizzie's trying to upset Turkey Man again.
No.
Earlier, she made a comment about eating a turkey sandwich, and now she's saying we'll get you some fried chicken for the premiere.
Oh, yeah, because he's pissed off about all foul. So
yeah, that was to bomb my feelings. I didn't get my fried chicken.
Aw.
I got fried by chicken.
I'm sorry.
You know, that
as
plate
long as
looks
you're delicious,
so fucking
my friend.
good too.
There you go. Finger licking.
No, the funny thing is we had mentioned briefly earlier that, again, the stage name Johnny Necro and the comic have the same anniversary. I am honored that James Carnes asked me to do Johnny Necro in the movie Killer Cox, and that it's a parody version of myself. And basically I slipped that into the fucking new Troma movie as well. When I'm partying with Turkey Man 2, I'm wearing the same tank top that I wore in my bar scene and death scene for Killer Cox. So
I love those little
kind of
Easter
crossed
eggs.
it over before we came back and did the Cretans. So I look at it like that's a precursor to my scene in Killer Cox.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dustin
I
said
wanna
also
party
the
with
song in the
Turkey
trailer
Man.
is fantastic. I don't know if I know the. Oh wait, yes, I have seen the song in the trailer for
The
Killer.
antibodies.
Yes. And also Turkey Man 2 says, Lizzie, you are officially on the list.
Oh
So-
no. That
And
could be a
we
very
have
bad thing.
Frankie James. Yo. The Johnny
Hey, bud.
Necro, my man. Love you, brother. Hey, Sid. Hey.
What's up, Frankie?
What's up?
Hanging with the freaks and geeks tonight.
Yes, definitely. Oh,
Wasn't that a good show? You remember that fucking show? That
I
was awesome.
do. Lizzie is screaming because she's on the list. So
It's like
I
Chris
don't know.
Jericho, you know.
he sees you when
You're
you're
going
sleeping.
on the list.
He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been fucking and when you masturbate. Sorry, I was at Rocky Horror last night. I'm still in the mood. Oh no,
See, now
Frankie
you're
says, I need some freaks tonight. It's been a nightmare moving. Yeah, he's been moving the last couple days.
That's
That
Hi.
su-
Hi,
Oh.
Mom.
it's the worst.
Hi, Mom.
Hi,
Yeah.
how's it going? How you doing?
Uh,
And you don't have to act any different because she's seen me for almost 50 years acting like this shit.
oh, there you go.
She knows her son.
Oh, there she is. She says, hi, hon.
Uh,
Aw, that's so awesome. I'm so glad she could hop on too to join the debauchery that is this program tonight.
We go off
I
the
love
rails.
Absolutely. That's what makes it so fun.
Thank you. I was waiting.
What's that? To go off the rails?
On a crazy train.
Oh.
I hit it.
I. Nice.
Congratulations, Ozzy. It didn't need to take to 75, but it should have happened like 20 years ago. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're here.
All right. So all three of you who should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that has not been inducted yet, just to make a complete off-topic question.
Danzig.
King
All right.
Diamond.
All right.
That's kind of hard to argue with King Diamond on that one. He'd been doing it so long and has set so many, inspired so many people. I'd have to pick. Yeah, I agree with him. Dan's is not a bad one either, but I got to give it to King Diamond on that one.
Well, I would also agree with Danzig. Don't get me wrong.
No,
But he
yeah.
would be like, fuck y'all.
Right. Right.
I don't want this honor. You weren't with me from the beginning, so why are you doing it now?
Right. I didn't say he'd accept it, but
Oh, he'd accept it because I mean he's got the ego.
He just want to come up and say "fuck you, thank you, bye."
Pretty much, yeah. Oh yeah.
But what is more punk rock than that, though? You know.
But he knocked his nipple into the stage on the way
son
out.
of a bitch.
Yeah.
Dustin said Thailand. Hold on, I got a refill.
So for those of you who have not ever joined us on our Saturday show, when the word Thailand is said, you have to take a drink. So that's why Dustin is starting shenanigans on the Wednesday night show. But it's okay because I can drink on Wednesday too. It's all good. Cheers to Johnny.
I have brisk tea, so
there you go. That works. Cheers with your brisk.
Tea.
Yeah.
And tea is for Thailand, so you know I think we can.
The
do
preacher didn't want to get lit.
There you go.
Here's to Johnny, and here's to another fucking 25 years. Don't ever fucking stop what you're doing.
Cheers to that.
Oh,
and my sticker for today is riding the struggle bus.
There you go.
Oh, I feel that to the own fucking degree. Let me tell you.
That's all of us right
there.
That's why we're all doing it together.
I do have some exciting news today. So this is an exclusive that no one else has heard yet. So right here on Learned and Go podcast, I have another manager.
You're so unmanageable that you have another.
Well,
how many managers does it take to manage Reaper?
Well, every manager can do something different.
True.
And the gentleman that I had the pleasure of talking to today, his name is Matt Chasen. He is kind of like this mogul in a way. He's got his hands in so many different things. He's like, if you need to get into conventions as a guest, like actually get paid to be there, he's the guy to call. He's got the connection. You know what I'm saying? And I really kind of entertained this idea because I've been following him. We were friends on Facebook, and I'm like, I see who he represents. You know, as an actor, that's what we do. We check out who follows who's doing what, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, his track record is great. And I look at it this way. I mean, I'm the underground for a good fucking reason. I want everyone to succeed. So if I can find a way to get in and get everywhere and infect everything that we can, I want all of us to be able to have that opportunity. So if I get it, y'all get it too.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, we had a very positive conversation. So as of now, he's added to the team. So
nice. Well, that is awesome. Well, we have to get you two up here for June for the convention.
Yes.
Right, Johnny?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
For PopCon, I almost called it the old name, but now it's going to be PopCon in June. And I cannot wait to hang out with Johnny and Ann.
Oh, I don't get poppier than that. I am pop.
So tell everybody, Johnny, what they can expect from you at the PopCon. Like, what are you going to have at your table and stuff like that? Like, tell everybody what to look forward to.
The same shit we always have, except for we'll have you with us this time too.
Yeah, well, I was going to say for the people who have not been there before, smartass.
Would you expect
the same old shit
here?
Same shit, different day.
You just like the fucking nonchalant way I said it though. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm have horror adorables and Frozen Dead and probably Killer Cox by then.
You might have a big pecker. Is that what you're saying?
You have to ask Ann about that one. I can't say that on the fucking air. That's out of my jurisdiction. Jurisdiction.
Anytime you guys,
Thank
jurisdiction.
you.
That's hilarious.
It was a hung jury too.
My younger brother used to tell all the girls that he was half Hungarian and half Welsh, so he's well hung.
I've heard this before.
Oh my goodness! Oh, Rebecca's not feeling well.
I know.
Feel better, sweetie.
I know.
Oh
my goodness.
Sending healing vibes.
Healing vibes and well wishes.
Absolutely. You know, one thing that I can definitely say is every October, is supercharged with energy, and sometimes it's great, sometimes it's overwhelming. So, and as busy as we all have been traveling, people are passing shit at the drop of a hat. It's just going to happen. We were just at in Kentucky, and there were 37. I think it topped out at 37,000 people came through there. So, our hearts are with you. You will get over it. And next weekend is Memphis Monster Con. That's right. The Unholy Three will be there. Morgrot Entertainment in full effect. So,
Nice.
If you're close to Memphis, come on down.
Are you going to be at any other cons in between now and June, Johnny? Like, do you have anything else on the
April 20th
schedule?
near Detroit.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Detroit City.
That's a homecoming.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's
we'll
the name of that
in
event?
between.
Definitely. Yeah. Because I want to hang out with you again. We had so much
hang
fun
out,
on the movie
shit.
set. Yes. We all need to hang out. Nathan
I'll be
Meeks
here
hopped
lonely.
on. Says, just in case I forget or I'm busy, happy anniversary to Aaron and Lizzie tomorrow, and happy Halloween from Nathan Meeks.
Nate, that's my buddy.
Awesome.
Yes. Happy anniversary, brother and sister.
Yes. But we definitely have to find some more cons that are closer to, where we can all hang out, or some more movie roles, because we had a friggin' amazing fun time on that trauma shoot. That was fun.
This is the way I look at it. Me being the furthest guy out. I can pretty much make the impossible happen. I traveled to PA to do the epic fucking movie Grind.
Wrong side of the state.
Oh, unholy fuck. Get ready. That shit is anyway. But there's no reason that we can't all be there at the same time. It has to happen. It's a family affair. It's like family reunions.
Well, I'd like to have both of you guys in April for the bowling alley shoot once we have a definite date. And and Brian Northrup's coming out, and he's in Killer Cox. And we're supposed to have a showing, and I mentioned it to you at the bar night out. We're supposed to have a Killer Cox showing. So, we should definitely plan on it, because the bowling scene is another flashback before breakups, before curses, just to show the debauchery we were already getting into without the help of the supernatural.
Right.
And Lois has reappeared, so we're good.
Lois.
So for those of you who don't know, the wig that I'm wearing in Curse of the Ghost Rider is named Lois, because when I first met Johnny, I was cosplaying. The second day, I was cosplaying as Lois Lane. So
Nina, we're looking forward to seeing you too. Sorry to interrupt.
Again, no, I was hoping that you could see it. That's why I threw it up there. Yes.
She is one of the sweetest fucking friends I've ever had.
That's so awesome. That is awesome. And Dustin says he would make the journey to PA. So
I'll make it as well. Too. You know it.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Dustin, even if you're not one of the characters in that, you can still help with the production and be at the premiere of Killer Cox with us. So it would still work.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Well, as a matter of fact, because Lizzie is saying y'all need to aim for Louisiana or Oklahoma. Well, I ain't far from either one of those. And by the way, one of my first biggest dates of the Villain Arts Tattoo Con in 2025. I'm coming to New Orleans, baby.
Well, you should go next week. I'll be there next week. Oh.
What's that?
I said I'll be there next week, so that doesn't work. But
no.
You're going to New Orleans next week? Good for
am.
you.
For one of my buddies' 50th. So
I want to see pictures.
Absolutely. Have we just met? Have you not seen my social media?
Speaking of traveling, just so you know, Aaron, when we come to see you, it will not be by train. Thank you, honey.
Thank you, Pam.
Aw, yay.
Annie,
Ann.
good night, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hey, sweetie.
Come around. She made me a drink. This is
That
one
is
of my
He's
Amanda
the
Kruger
artist
wines.
formerly known as Anne.
Oh, it's one of your Amanda Kruger wines. Very cool.
Yeah.
And the label is the Horror Adorable, right? Didn't she use your Horror Adorable ever
One
for
is
the
her
label?
book cover, The Kruger Curse. The other is my Horror Adorables, which she has to use. And then Peter, her convention manager, tweaked it a little bit so it works perfectly for the bottle. And it's
It
so
looks
fucking
amazing.
It's so tasty.
That is awesome.
Thank you, Steve. I am very proud of that fact, though.
No,
I
I
should
would
be.
be too.
There she is.
That's fucking huge.
That's
bro.
awesome, man.
Absolutely.
I
And
told you. I told you when you designed that logo for me, my face, half alive, half dead, that was going to be my next tattoo, and it's now iconic in the Reaper's Underground world. People
It means
see
a lot
that,
to me.
they know that is your work.
yep,
You
I
know,
I
have
drew
the
Aaron.
sticker on my cup. Oh, you drew Aaron too? Okay.
He's in
I
your
see.
book.
I know. I'm just saying. You drew Reaper and you drew Aaron. That's all I'm saying.
Mopping.
I mean,
hands.
I love you, buddy. I'm
have
just
Aaron.
being an asshole. I love you.
Well, I love you too.
Nathan says I can't get involved with any meth gators.
Well,
You gotta
good
watch
thing
out
I'm
for
not
Louisiana,
one.
man.
And Cody says I'd love to have the entire crew of us have a weekend somewhere.
Oh, that'd be
That would
awesome.
be awesome.
That'd
It's
be-
just trying to find a place.
Oh, it wouldn't be hard. It's got to be in the South, though. I really think that is where, either in the South or in New England, those two spots would be perfect. Preferably Salem.
I was going to say, where are you going with New England? That's why I was kind of like, what do you what? Okay.
New
got
England.
Because
it.
it's gorgeous up there in October. Unholy fuck. There's
It's
nothing like
Gorgeous
fall.
here
It's-
in October as well.
Is it really?
It is. I will send you
Okay.
pictures of my
Here.
backyard. It is beautiful.
It's really hot here. And
Yeah,
that
well,
was
you
winter.
have like 100
I feel
degrees
so
year
bad
round.
for you, Aaron. Shit. Can't catch a fucking break.
No.
And
So
then
I got to
Johnny
tell on
just lives-
Annie for a second. It just dawned on me. She wasn't bringing this up to be nice to me. It means she wanted one. So she made one for me as well.
Hey, I respect that. I
Yeah, was
respect
gonna
that.
say, yeah, I give her credit
that's
on that.
badass. I love it.
She's sneaky.
Nah.
No,
That's
she
all
doesn't
good.
drink a lot, but she liked that. It's mixed with Sprite and cranberry juice, and it's a
Oh,
honey
okay.
mead. So honey mead goes really good with Sprite and cranberry juice.
Wow.
We had that when we went to see Beatrice and Scranton last month. I've shown you a picture of us all toasting together, which is, again, that's still surreal too. It's fucking surreal. I
She
cannot
is
ask
so
for a
nice.
group of friends, by the way. You guys are all part of that same circle because you're all part of that circle. That's where our circle has grown. We're now friends with Amanda Kruger and fucking Art the Clown and fucking Lloyd Kaufman and all these fucking awesome icons that made us who we are entertainment wise. They influenced us. Like you said, it gave us the core fundamental values. Because there's people that just go Hollywood, and there's people that are the underground and underbelly like us. She says she's very sneaky in the
Sneaky. So.
I love it. I respect that so much.
Yep.
Oh, and Nathan, the Meth Gators thing was it's a movie on Tubi, kind of like the Crack Raccoon movie. I was just
Raccoon.
talking with
Crackoon
Michelle
was
from Crackoon. Yeah,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I still need to see Crackoon.
And
excited
also,
for that.
side note, the FX master Alan Carnes that made the Raccoon also made Big Pecker for Killer Cox.
That's right.
That is awesome. Oh,
That's
Luna's
great.
on. Everybody say hi to Luna Projects.
Hey, what's up, girl?
I'm sorry, I tagged
How you
followers. I
doing?
really thought that you would get the thing. I'm sorry, because for everybody that's just joining us, and I'm so happy that so many people are on live with us, this is a special crossover episode of Learn to Go-Go, the podcast, and Necro Fiends of the Frozen Dead, because we are celebrating 25 years. That is right, a quarter of a freaking century of Frozen Dead comics and Johnny Necro with my buddy Johnny. And my friends Aaron and Reaper are hopping on too. We've had Beatrice Bopley hopped on, Dustin Hausner. So awesome.
Johnny
Loving this show.
Necro.
So yes.
There's that beautiful boy.
And Lizzie saying hi to Luna Projects. Awesome. That's what I love, that everybody's like, oh, check you out. 6 feet underground.
Yep. Reaper's Underground.
Yep. No, I'm looking. It looked like you had a poster board on your back the way that you were doing. So I was like, what am I looking at?
Oh no, that has been my backdrop since I started my podcast network 3 years ago. And it was one fucking show.
Right.
Today I celebrate 3 years and I have 4 different shows. And to me, it's unheard of. And it's widely, supported, respected, supported. Anytime somebody is looking for an interview to, advertise, maybe they have an Indiegogo going or the film's about to drop, they call me. So I never would have thought that would happen.
All right. Everybody say good night to Nathan real quick.
Good night, Nathan.
Later.
Have a good one.
And it's because of the show that Johnny asked me to host that I met the two of you as well.
Yes.
So it's really cool. And now, Reaper and I do the Saturday night show with Beast. And it's just, everybody just helps lift everybody else up. So.
Johnny is how I know the both of you.
Who was on his show, and we started talking after that show.
Yes.
And then he was on your show.
Yep. And that's what's so awesome is that everybody is just like, yeah, I'll hop on the show. You didn't know me from a can of paint. And God knows I had no idea what I was doing. But we had a good talk. Aaron
I know
was
talent when I see it.
Aaron was my first interview.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to be the
cherry popper.
Ceremonial. Yeah, I was going to say that.
I'm a married man, sir.
And I'm a married woman. But,
Exactly.
For show purposes.
That's
for
what
show purposes, I totally did.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And give yourself props, Sydney. You've done 19 posted episodes since April. And we have 5 others that aren't even released.
And some more I would like to do if we can mesh schedules. So
you've been killing it.
Thank you. Because I loved when Johnny asked me, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm happy to try.
There you go.
And that's how I take on life is, I'm going to jump off the cliff and learn how to fly on the way down.
And it could be scary, the first time you do it, because you're like, okay, is anybody going to watch?
Does anybody know who I am?
I'm just going to start talking
when it's live and people
hope somebody shows up.
Well, that's okay. So I have to put Dustin's comment up here. So much naughty words. I was told this was family friendly. It is for our family. It's our family, Dustin.
That's a good way to put it, too.
We must clarify.
And Aaron's wife says, I'm here for it. Rawr. I love it. Oh, thank you so much, Anne. She said I'm a good interviewer. Thank you.
You are.
Absolutely, you are. You're a natural.
When I'm not home, too. So she
thank
rewatched.
You.
You remember what I told you when you interviewed me for the first time?
Yep, you were very complimentary, and I appreciated it. So
you are, yeah,
natural.
Yeah,
like follow my gut. Yep.
Yeah, I told them that was my first interview, and it was the easiest interview I've ever had. We were just talking, just friends, didn't know her from anybody. And boom, we were instantly, we could talk for an hour and a half. Let's keep going. So yeah.
And that's where you're smart. We don't limit the time frame. They're as long as they fucking have to be.
I love that I had to cut C. Ernst Tarth off after 3.5 hours, and I could have talked to him I could have talked to him for 5 days. He is so sweet and such a fantastic storyteller. And
He's
just
an amazing
stellar human being.
Just an amazing man.
Yep.
Talk about creatures at work.
It was so funny. I sent him a message the other day because I'm doing work and I have Jeopardy on in the background. And I heard someone go, "Who is Minor 49er?" And I went like that. God. And they were like, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Yep.
And so I sent him a message. I'm like, somebody guessed it, but it was the wrong answer. He goes, what was the question? I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. I'm like,
oh no.
I don't know what the actual question was, but I heard Miner 49er and I was like, that's my friend.
Right.
Oh, there's Scooby Dooby Doo. Are you allowed to talk about that, what you have going on, Johnny?
I guess.
Okay. I don't know what you're,
Well, I mean, not for Warner Brothers, so I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, share with everybody what one of your more recent projects has been.
So, a little backstory. All right, one of my dear friends, James Stokes, played Jason Voorhees in Night of the Beast, Voorhees Night of the Beast. And I've also said the same thing to Aaron as I've said to him when Aaron has done Toxic Avenger. I says, you are just as real as anybody who has been in one of those movies. You are just as much. Delco Batman is Batman. Okay. Aaron is Toxie. James is fucking Jason. I had to remind myself that is the case recently when I've got to voice Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, and now I'm going to be Shaggy and Scooby.
I love it.
I've had to take
which is amazeballs. I love this.
What's that?
I said, which is amazeballs. I love the fact that you're doing that.
Thank you.
Yes.
And it's for a gentleman I've become friends with on Facebook, and he's in England. We first talked about it. I am very humbled and honored how this transpired. I saw his post. He was asking if somebody could do Bugs Bunny. And yes, you can have a sample. And he says he was doing a fan film anniversary special for Looney Tunes. Mm-hmm. And so I was reading the comments because you guys know how this is. These are sought after fucking roles, whether they're fan films or real.
Well, they're iconic characters.
Everybody wants a piece of that.
You don't know, but you try though. And I don't fucking care. I will try. I was coming back on our trip from Florida, staying at my sister's friend's house, and I got this message and I looked at it and I was like, I said, I can do Bugs and Elmer.
Yep.
And he goes, can you send it in a DM? Well, I didn't even read the email he had sent me first before I DM'd him. And in character, I sent him this 5-second message. I go, yeah, are you looking for Mel Blanc or are you looking more for the Billy West? and within a fucking 30 seconds, I had the fucking job.
That's amazing.
That's how you do it.
And then I sent him a couple more just being funny, and I didn't even voice Elmer. And he goes, yeah, you can do Elmer too. So without even voicing Elmer, I got cast as Elmer, and I was like, fuck, I better get practicing Elmer again. So I learned my lines, and I've already turned those in, and I was very happy with how they turned out. I did it here in my music studio.
Right.
I did some practice. I'm very happy. I got to do Bugs in character as a Bugs in drag and a Bugs pretending to be a warden. So I got to do Bugs as 3 different voices, which still sounds like Bugs, but it sounds like Bugs doing other voices.
Right.
So that was fun. And then all of a sudden I got asked out of the blue because I told him I could do Shaggy and Scooby. And then he was like, hey, I'm doing a series. He goes, do you want to do Shaggy and Scooby? Oh, thank you. So I've been doing these fake monologues for the last 2 weeks, just getting myself ready. Like, no thanks, dude. I've seen this movie. The coward and his dog died first. Like, everywhere we go, it's always the same thing. A guy in a mask, a ghost, a monster in a ghost mask. Like, no thanks. The only adventure me and Scoob want is with a double-decker pepperoni and pineapple pizza with black licorice and anchovy ice cream and chocolate sauce. Yeah, ready. And peanut butter rough rust. Yeah, and like peanut butter stuffed crust. Other than that, you can take a hike.
That is awesome.
I just totally got Chris Farley vibes.
A little bit, yeah, there. Yeah.
Yes. Dustin says beautifully done impressions. And I have to interject too. The most fun part for me has been getting the voicemails on my phone from Bugs and Homer.
I got a few myself.
I love it. I love it. Now you're really good.
Yeah.
Really
Thank
good.
you. And on top of that, I'm super proud that I'm the voice of Shit Baby by Daniel Black.
Yes, you are.
So
I mean, what a fucking title.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, that's cool, man. That is awesome.
No, and I hope that they just keep wanting you to come back and do more and more.
Exactly.
That opens up a whole world for you.
I forgot. I also got the monster for the first script. So I get to be the fucking the monster in
Like
the
show. The big
That's
furry
awesome.
guy.
No, not Gossamer from the Bugs Bunny. In the Scooby script, I'm Shaggy Scooby, and I'm voicing the creature that's the main monster.
That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, Luna Project says amazing, and I agree.
Well, thank you.
That is
I've been
awesome.
voicing Johnny and Brett for fucking years, and I've done voices even before I drew comics. Like since I was like 7, I've done like fucking Yogi Bear and kept working my way up from fucking there. So
nice. I used to just do the "Good morning, Mr. Breakfast." Good morning, Pee-wee. From Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
My hats off to you, man. I mean, I could do some impressions, but some of that, I don't know, not nearly as good as you. But one thing I am good at is any kind of voice from hell, which will be debuted in Redhead Part 2.
Oh,
that's a good one too.
I'm not familiar with Redhead Part 1.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
I love
I'm
Dave.
friends with them on Facebook. We've
Johanna.
talked briefly about stuff. I am so excited that you're working with them. That's perfect. That's a match made in hell.
I finally met them, and it was absolutely badass. They are the sweetest couple ever. So artistic, just great filmmaking. They are the best people.
Yeah. So I have a question for the whole panel.
That they have. It's perfect. It's like Ann making my merch type thing. It works. Or the scene. Not to give anything away to anybody else, but Aaron and his wife play a husband and wife in Curse of the Ghost Rider, and they fucking nail it.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. To the fucking wall.
To all three of you, I have a question.
Yes.
Professionally, in the realm of film, what is your line that you would not accept a role that included? Like, do you have something that if they threw it at you, you'd be like, no, I can't do that?
Yeah, I have a line.
Okay.
A hard R.
Yes.
I won't do a scene that has that in it, especially if I'm supposed to be the person doing it. No, I won't do that.
Gotcha.
No, I get into character. So it's got to be something that I can put on and then
emulate.
Off. Yeah, I can't. That's a line. No.
That's a line. I ain't gonna kiss nobody unless it's like a mother or a fucking family member type kiss. I ain't gonna go fucking making out with nobody.
Not even Big Pecker. Sorry.
Yeah, big wow. I can make out with a fucking big animatronic fucking animal.
I just have to keep bringing up Big Pecker, but I'll bump.
He's a beautiful bird. He's terrifying.
Let me backtrack. I'm not going to take any role that's going to take me away from fucking Ann. I'm not going to go anywhere that she's not fucking paid to come.
Good.
Right.
Yep.
And I wish more couples were like that. And there are actually a lot. But there are some that aren't. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Because you'd like to do like the hell and the like scary. Like, would you ever do an angel, or would you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was more going towards.
And cosmically, I universally, I think it's amazing. I would always take a role as like a priest or somebody that was that guy in the church, only because it's like I understand their way of thinking, their way of doing things when it comes to fighting the forces of evil, and give it kind of a Van Helsing kind of like tap on the ass. That I think it would be fun to do that, because typically I like to play dark characters. So yeah, I would love to be like, I don't know. One of my big things is being the anti-hero.
Okay.
So many of us like really enjoy the villains, but when the villain is taking out the trash, we absolutely cheer for them. And that's my cup of tea. So whether it's like I was just watching the Dexter series for the 500th time during the month of Halloween. That's what I do at the first part of the day. I start with Dexter. I got to start with him and go through his journey.
Dexter and cornflakes.
Exactly.
Healthy
And
breakfast.
progressively get worse throughout the day, with some Return of the Living Dead and moving on to the real Ash of Evil Dead, whether it's the series or it's one of the films. And then, of course, all the werewolves and vampires. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. So there's not too much far out of my wheelhouse that I'm not willing to do. I just don't do love scenes.
Okay, so to flip that, what are the three of your dream role? Like if somebody offered you, what would you absolutely dream about playing? What character?
Mad Max.
Okay, I can see that. I can absolutely see that.
He wants to be Toxie. You already have played.
I was going to say you already played
Still
Toxie.
official.
On film.
It's still official.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is official, but on
It's
film.
on a screen, so we're going to. Okay, so who's your second, Aaron? Because we know you want to be Toxie on it.
I love it.
Okay, I can see that. And Reaper.
My dream role. I don't know. Being me, being bald, there's not a lot of bald characters, I guess.
Well, there are wigs.
Well, there are, but if I was to get to that level, and oh man, if I got there, shit, I'd be all over it, and then suddenly the possibilities would be endless. But if I had to, a dream role for me would have been what's his name? Breaking Bad, Heisenberg.
Oh, okay. I never watched Breaking Bad, but
fuck! You have.
I have to do my hiding behind the thing when I say I haven't seen something the rest of the world has seen.
There you
I do
go.
that all the time. I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to.
You have hidden yourself and
hide in shame.
Okay, well, just to make it real quick, the evil Mr. Rogers.
Dustin would love to be an evil Mr. Rogers, and Lizzie says
that'd
evil
be
Mr.
badass.
Rogers would be horrifying.
Like that happened.
I know, Luna. I'm so sorry. I'm hiding my head in shame. I have not seen Breaking Bad.
But that's what we're here
for. It's like art imitates life. Breaking Bad was Walter White, the science teacher.
Turned meth dealer, right?
Turned meth dealer.
I know the basic concept. This is my new thing, by the way. Please excuse my hand gesture that I keep doing. Go ahead.
I love it. So for me to play something that starts out innocent but becomes basically his own devil, I think that kind of role is just amazeballs. And to watch his journey from being this guy that was the straight shooter, he never hurt a fly. He wouldn't even, I don't know, talk cross-eyed to somebody. And then suddenly he gets a little thing called cancer. And the next thing you know, he becomes the greatest meth dealer ever in the history. And that whole journey was just so fucked up. And I love that. Oh, I know. I don't want to give it away.
I'm like,
that's all in the trailer. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's moments, but to me, a character like that, it doesn't have to be that story. The reason I connected with that story was because I was a music teacher for 24 years before I retired. And I could totally see that because I did walk a wild side when I wasn't there. And that was me, the death metal drummer, the guy putting on fucking makeup known as Reaper before I became a podcaster. So I really kind of connected with that because that was his dark side. Would I ever deal meth? Fuck no. Never happening. So, that's why I connected with that character. So if I could do something like that, I think it would be badass. as long as it's horrifying.
So, question for Aaron and Reaper: would you ever shave your faces for a role?
Yes.
I will after Bloody Bones.
I was gonna say, I know you're doing the mustache for Bloody Bones, right?
Yeah.
And
For 6 years.
Johnny, what is your limit on changing yourself physically for a role? Like, what would you do and what would you not do?
I pretty much do almost anything for it. I got to grow.
Careful now.
Stubble. I don't want to give a lot of shit away, but I got to look a lot less kempt for my role in Curse of the Ghost Rider, and pretty fast after I appear in the fucking thing. So I have to shoot one of my scenes over the course of like 5 months.
Right.
Oh wow, okay. So you can like get it to grow in and get that look.
I agree.
Like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
I agree with Dustin. Absolutely.
Dustin says, "Don't you touch Aaron's beautiful mustache. That thing is a national treasure."
That's right.
That's awesome.
You are the epitome of Doc Holliday. Don't
Yes.
ever get rid of that thing.
Yeah, you rock that stash.
Love it.
Absolutely. And I
He's doing
like
they do right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's not the Monopoly guy. Stop it.
I'm the tie her to the train tracks guy.
There you go.
I'm going to click on this picture because I can't see what it is. So I'm kind of curious. But I think because I was thinking about Johnny and my look in Power of Positive Murder, how we did the adult cretin look. And I think that's what this picture is, but I'm old and I can't see tiny things. So I'm going to click on it and see. Oh, no, it's you getting beat up by
one of my favorites.
Right day, wrong picture. Okay, yeah, that was, I mean, that's a fantastic picture. You were getting
See, Sydney, now you see what I go through.
I beat him a couple
Saturday
times.
nights.
I got my licks in.
I don't know how you do this on the phone, Reaper. Like when you had to do it, like, because I have a big ass laptop and I'm still like, what's that over there? This one I know is us.
Yeah.
Before I
Iconic.
was very smart and lost the mask, because Ann would have killed me if I got all that fucking blood on it.
The amount of blood and guts that we were
That's
covered
hilarious.
in, like I was expecting to get soaked. I was not expecting to have blood in places I didn't know I had places. Like I was wearing that skirt and I got a blood enema and said, I am officially trauma now. Like
You can officially say that you have bled from your ass by trauma.
It was
her hoo-ha was closed.
cold blood up Main Street was not on my bingo card. But you know what? It was part of I would do that again in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I had so much
part of
fun
the
filming
experience.
that. So much fun. And Johnny with the gun. I don't know if you guys have seen that picture.
Sure did. I have that
Such a
saved.
Badass picture. I wish I had loaded that up in the StreamYard because that
It
is such an
reminded
awesome
me-
photo.
Get print. It's going to be for sale.
Exactly. It should
Yes.
be.
And then we got one. Do you have the one I just sent you today, Sydney, of us that we're going to make as a print?
I didn't load it up here, but you'll have to come out and buy it to see it. Wink. See, that's what I was doing. I was marketing. But yeah, we have a lot of really cool photos that we're going to be selling. So
It reminded me of De Niro in Taxi.
Driver?
Yeah.
Taxi Driver. Yep.
Yeah. Good reference. Yeah.
I really, really loved that look. It was believable. And I mean, when you're doing extra work, I mean, that's how I started my career. You know what I mean? When that person stands out above everybody else, you have no choice but to believe that this guy has everything. And Johnny fucking has it, man.
yes,
Oh, thank you.
100%.
When
You
he's
make the world
in,
more believable.
he's all the way in. And that's
Yep.
just like me. And that's why we're brothers, man. Because we're on that level. All of us are on that level. Some of us don't know it yet, but all of us are on that level together. And that's why we get together. It's like magic. And I hate the fact that I couldn't be there because of other tapings that I had to do. But man, just seeing you guys doing what you were doing, fucking amazeballs.
But you remember, I brought it up. I said, Steve, what are you doing?
Exactly. And trust me, I would have fucking been there in a heartbeat if I wasn't already fucking doing some shit. I did like 4 fucking movies in 5 films, 4 weeks. That shit was insane.
Yeah, that's cuckoo. It was funny
never do
because
that again.
one of the things that was really funny was when we were waiting to film our scene, and so they had everybody get around to record screams, for the backtrack.
Funny.
So first we're all screaming, and Frankie comes running down the hill, and he's like, "Quiet on the set means quiet on the fucking set." And we're like, "Oh, we got in trouble!" Like,
but they were recording the screams. They were recording screams. There was like the communication gap. It broke down.
Yeah, they're trying to film up on the hill, and we're all screaming our heads off down at the bottom of the hill. And so then later, when the sound guy's like, "Do you want to do it again?" I said, "Are we going to get in trouble again?" Like, I don't want to get yelled at again. But he's like, "Okay," and he did individual screams. They had the boom mic, and they'd stick it, like pretty. This girl, 4 foot nothing, in this beautiful princess gown. I'm guessing Romeo and Juliet was what the look was.
Right.
Beautiful curl, like red. Long, gorgeous hair, like just dainty, petite little girl. And I was like, "Your hair is so beautiful." And she's like, "Thank you." Just this little, they put the boom mic in front of her, and Jamie Lee Curtis came out. I was like, "Where did you hide that?" Like, that was the scariest thing I've ever heard come out of her mouth, this tiny little girl. And they're like, "You have to do it again. You blew the system out." Like, they were not expecting her to scream like that. And it was so funny.
I hope my 2 screams are left in the final project, because I had one in the bar scene, because most of that was silent, but I had a line I was allowed to yell in the bar scene, and I did a variation as the Cretan. In the bar, I yelled, "Jumpin' Zombie Jesus." Great Zombie Jesus, when I was the fucking Cretan. Great Zombie Jesus!
I love that. There was some really...
there.
I hope they leave that in too, because there were some really funny lines getting the one guy that was like, "Oh no, my hand." And I turned around, and this man was an amputee, and like from the elbow down had no arm, and he's yelling, "Oh my God, my hand." I about peed my pants. I was like, "Sir," it was so funny.
You need a Band-Aid, a very big Band-Aid.
Yes. Dustin says the attack scene and the bar scene are going to be epic.
Oh, fuck yes.
That's right, because Dustin's in that scene too, right?
Frankie's little boy got the beat on me in the fucking bar fight.
No.
I love that child. He is adorable.
Dax is the best. I gave him a little punk rock bracelet before the shoot started. I said, "Hey, I brought you something. It was too small for me." I go, "Dax." And he's dressed like a little newsboy. And he looks so dapper. And I go, "Here." And Frankie put it on him. He wore that fucking thing the whole bar scene.
Hell yeah.
It meant
He's
the world,
such a
though. Like that's one of those things that meant more than anything. Like being in my first trauma scene with Dustin by my side, or Turkey Man 2, I should say, or being in the scene with Daniel Blake. Like, those are the moments, or being there with Sydney. It was like, that was what it was about.
Right.
Yep.
I would have been happy if I didn't say a fucking word and didn't get put in another scene.
Right.
But the photos I've seen, there's like fucking 2 shots where Lloyd's in the shot with me. And I'm like, holy fuck.
That's amazing. I was just so glad to see him again.
With Bill Whedon this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Including ours.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill's awesome. Bill's the man.
Because he's in Killer Cox.
Yeah.
He's in the movie. He's in Curse of the Ghost Rider. And he's in Day of the Ghouls from Outer Space, the shit I shot for Kevin the day I did my Bloody Bone shit and Killer Cox.
Yeah.
That's so... I love that you have so many things going on.
Exactly.
Yep. And it's kind of cool how, we've all met and all this stuff is opening up at the same time, like for all of us. And that's, the all ships rise, like I keep saying, where we just keep looking out for each other. And that's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah. I put that post out today. I'm like, it's time to boost everybody up. And I every so often, I'm like, let's get people looking at your IMDb. So, check mine out. I'm going to check yours out, and all of the followers, all of the people are going to get on that, and it helps everyone. and get more eyes on what you're doing, the projects you're doing. And I'll do it forever, man. As long as my career lasts, that's what I'm doing.
Yep. I'm having so much fun watching my IMDb grow because I never thought I would have one. And now that I do, it's like,
same.
There's something else on there.
Speaking of IMBD, it's also the anniversary of my first ever IMBD because today is the 1-year anniversary of the third channel by Michelle.
There you go.
I love your character in the third channel. When I saw that, I peed a little. I love your character. It's so funny. I was not expecting that.
I love it. And especially when one's even myself. You know, I play really fucked up people. I like it.
Yup.
It's interesting.
I seem to have that tendency myself to play fucked up people.
I know, it's crazy, right?
We play what we know. That's what the four of us are doing.
Yes.
So it was like when Johnny asked me about the one movie where I filmed the scene peeking out the door and talking, and he's like, "You have to play a weirdo." I'm like, "Well, I don't know if I can do that."
Yeah, there you go. That's another one. Amityville Pool Party Massacre.
Right.
Is it a pool toy massacre or is it pool party massacre?
And Dustin's in that with us.
Okay.
Right.
You almost were, but you got busy. But I asked Aaron as well, and I asked Steve, so I did try to incorporate them. But we got Reese. Reese got his first fucking movie role.
Yay! Yay, Reese!
And I'm a redhead.
I didn't even know. Shit. Call somebody.
We're bringing your character back from that because that was fucking priceless.
She's hysterical. I love her. Like, I want to do so many roles with her because she's just a nut. And that's what's so fun too, is like being able to see what you're able to play because you don't know until you try.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to give my embarrassed wife hats off because she didn't want to, but she did it. Even she has multiple IMBDs, but she does have an on-screen appearance in Kevin Walter's Day of the Ghouls from Outer Space.
Oh, wow.
She didn't want to, but she played angry punk rock girl in the fucking cemetery. And she was pissed at us because me and my Brian Anderson's in the scene with me, of course. We always bring Brian along, right, Aaron?
Oh, yeah. Brian's awesome.
He getting to dress Brian punk rock was probably one of the best things I've ever gotten to do because he still pulled it off.
I want to see this because I want to see Brian dressed as punk rock.
I want to see Brian punk rock too.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Ann says she only did it for you.
There you go.
And I'm sure she played angry punk rock girl very naturally because she was not happy with you.
She was stood there like this, like the whole time, and just scowling. And I said, "Holy fuck, you're miserable." She goes, "It's called acting."
Yes, you go in there. You tell him. You tell him what's up. That is awesome.
You know, but she did it though. She fucking did it. She don't like going to these shows, but she does it. She got comfortable with you right away. She knows all of you, so she's comfortable around you guys. You know what I mean? Like, bless her fucking heart. I think I'm fucking influencing her after all these years.
Yeah, well, you are a lucky man,
I can't
Johnny.
fucking stop him. I might as well just go along for the fucking ride.
Yep. That's awesome, though. It's really great that you guys get to do so much together because you're so cute together. I love you guys. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We don't show you the fighting.
Well.
Everybody has it.
Exactly.
And it's normally my fault.
Oops. So, Aaron, what else did you want to contribute as far as questions and stuff? Because like we were co-hosting, and I feel like I was kind of taking over. So
you're all good. I've just been loving it. I was going to say for Johnny, how do you feel about basically being a composer to your first musical score?
Oh, you're always still going to be considered my first, even if other shit came out beforehand, because you fucking wanted me first. So I love it. I am absolutely floored that you give me permission to put voice in your project. To me, music is another character in a fucking movie.
Yeah, very much.
Absolutely.
They had a showing years ago of Halloween without the fucking theme song, and it was horrible. They hated it. When they put that fucking little bit of piano score in it, which was a fucking it's a finger exercise for the piano. When they added that, it was a whole different movie. And for you to let me have such creative input, I can't thank you enough. It's one of the biggest dreams come true is to do a fucking soundtrack.
And I've only heard little bits and pieces, but it fits the vibes so well. Like it's just such a natural, marriage of music and movie, and I love it.
Aaron, what you always say about the songs that you already accepted that aren't just score. I've been writing your fucking movie soundtrack my whole life without even knowing it.
Yep, before we met each other. He was already writing it. Yeah,
well, tell me again. That's awesome. Tell me again how you guys met. I know I heard the story, but tell me again because I don't remember.
Michelle Lynn Blasky was at a trauma table where Aaron was Toxie for Lloyd.
Okay, gotcha.
And I met him because they became friends because she was at that con. And it's all linked together. Now here's
even
a good
though
one.
He had lived in the same city as me, right. And we didn't know it. And
well, I was going to say like Texas and Pennsylvania. Oh, that's right, because you were in Austin. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Years where we were
I
close.
was in Fort Hood because I'm in the Army.
Yeah.
But Michelle and I are from the same ghetto in Detroit.
You never know who you're going to meet, and that's what's so crazy.
And that's what it is. It's everybody's branched off from everybody.
And what's crazy about that, since you guys were talking about that, in the 90s, the late 90s, he was in a band, an industrial type band in Cleveland, Ohio, where I was currently a resident. And I swear we must have crossed.
We would have had to.
And didn't fucking know it. It's so crazy. But I love that aspect. When looking back at what we did, because that's where I cut my teeth. I cut my teeth in bands in Cleveland. A lot of people think it's Columbus, but it's not. It's Cleveland.
And I used to bounce at the fan nightclub.
Dude, I used to put on fetish events at the Fantasy.
I used to work for fucking Kat and her sister.
Unholy fuck. Hopefully you didn't do coke with them.
No, I did that with other people. But no, and I always used to hear fucking stories about Kat's sister used to date fucking Trent Reznor.
Exactly right.
And we used to play Peabody's a lot, but we played the Cleveland Music Fest in 2002, I think, opened for the Misfits in the Symposium, and then went upstairs.
That small ass bar
at the Fantasy nightclub.
Yeah.
My song I haven't released yet called Fantasy World is spelled like that nightclub because it's about a punk rocker falling in love with a goth chick and it falling apart.
So you probably remember the Chamber then.
Yeah.
I was a regular there. Unholy fuck.
You remember?
Would have saw me in a big black feather boa and a fucking.
You remember Batty?
Cocktail dress
in Chicago, who was a at Chamber.
I want to see pictures. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Oh shit! I wish. That was back in the 90s, though, the late 90s.
Yep. The fucking college had the industrial channel with FEMA, the DJ. FEMA was my former friend. I did a fucking interview on her show, and my fucking 913th album was recorded in that music studio for the college radio.
Nice.
Dang. Well, again, I have to throw Lizzie's comment up. It is a small world after all. And Luna does not want that earworm. So, because I was going to start singing it. So.
And get this, before I knew my wife, except for online, I worked with her roommate at the Detroit Hard Rock, who was dating Ann's brother at the time.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's just like a weird coincidence there.
And then she moved to Florida, and I moved back to Pennsylvania, and then she got me a ticket to go visit her in Florida, and we haven't had a day apart since.
That is awesome.
There you go.
Yo,
that's so awesome. Meant to be. That's what that is right there.
Yep.
But at least I got all my really bad, crazy shit out of my system.
Well, I think she'd hit you
yeah.
upside the frying pan if you got too wild. So
Yeah,
I'm calm now in comparison.
Check.
that is awesome. Well, what else would you like to share about Frozen Dead and Johnny Necro? Because, like you said, you are putting them for free in your Facebook group, right?
Tomb of the Frozen Dead, and on Random Insanity Productions.
Right.
I'm currently posting the reruns only in the private group, Tomb of the Frozen Dead. It's only private, so people don't like join and like whine and complain. If you want to be in there, you're in there. If you want to be a member, you can be a member, but don't ruin it for everybody. I'm not going to fucking candy code it. Brett's going to be Brett. Johnny's going to be Johnny, and I'm going to be me. And I'm going to fucking like I looked for my whole fucking life.
Nice.
There you go.
Somebody in my interview the other day, I had an interview, and they asked if I was parodying the Marvel multiverse. And I said, no, I fucking did it first.
Yeah.
So,
Kinda.
Absolutely.
I said, just
everyone did.
this book, it was published online 3 years ago. So
there you go.
And that's what I said I've loved about the story is like, okay, we're going to go to, don't know what to do. Boom, new timeline. It's just like, let's go over here now. And I love it. It's like so cool seeing the the same character in different situations.
And
right.
Still, spoiler, when they do get to reunite with people like Brett's daughter, Candy, time has passed. My character's age. I have shown her as a baby. I have shown her as a toddler and a preteen. A lot of time has passed since they've been out of their timeline. Right. And there's going to be lots of fucking surprises and adjustments on everybody involved. And one of the spoilers that I'm going to give you, I have I told you that Nick Bounty's in the nut house. In order to break them out, because they're trying to repair the damage that's been done because of all the time travel and all the universe hopping, they have to get Johnny committed to the insane asylum, and he's going to make himself look human again with his special effects and put Brett back inside of his chest so that they can both break into the fucking nut house to try to get Nick Bounty out.
I love it. That is awesome.
So I
just want to say,
one floor with a cuckoo's nest type story with Johnny.
I love it.
Nice.
Dustin's got to drop off. He says, congratulations on all the anniversaries. Love you all. And Turkey Man 2 says, gobble, gobble.
Hey, gobble, gobble, hey.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow night, brother.
Absolutely. And Nina says that Anne definitely is a good influence on you, Johnny. And I believe that.
Right.
Yeah, she's seen me at my fucking worst.
Yep.
She saw me in my fucking bad asshole, coked out fucking crazy man days.
Then you are a very lucky man that she is with you.
Yeah.
Oh, Nina and I were just best friends, and it always worked. And we always were fucking respectful to each other. So I had a nice little goofy nickname, which I won't say, but if she wants to type it, she can. But it was an only I could get away with joke. And
Gotcha.
It was just our running gag, but we were very close. And she's like a sister to me, and I'm so proud of her. And everything she's been through, my heart is still there for her, and I'll be there at a drop of a hat. I am so honored that her and Ann and I got to have fucking dinner together or breakfast or whatever the last trip to Detroit, because it makes me feel so good when my world I can tell them, all right, remember the X-Men meme with the Juggernaut?
Yep.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Right.
Well, I used to call her the Juggy-Knot because of her big tits.
I love it.
I'm the Juggy-Knot, bitch.
I think that was Adrian Barbeau for
She
me.
says, I would punch anybody else in the fucking mouth but you.
Yes. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
But I love that you're the only one allowed to say that. That makes it even better.
But Johnny Necro is an entity on his own, and there's a version of him you guys didn't get to see in his fucking heyday. And you think I'm take no prisoners now. You should have seen me when I had nothing to fucking lose. And that's not a good thing either, because I was very self-sabotaging at a lot of fucking times. And I'm glad I did not have the level
all have been
growth or success then that I did now, or I'd be dead.
Yep.
I mean that too.
Same.
Everything happens when it's supposed to fucking happen. It may not be when you want it to happen.
Right.
But it happens when it happens. I couldn't have had you guys as my family back then. It would have imploded. Somebody somewhere, one of us would have fucked it up, and the other would have been butthurt, and we never would have fucking spoke again, or we would have had fist fight. It would have been bad because we were such different people. I may not have known you then, but I know you enough now to know we are a similar breed of people. The rough around the edges is still there, but we have the biggest fucking hearts, yet the frailest fucking feelings. So it's very easy to lose friends. So people like Nina, who've been friends with me fucking over 30 fucking years, you know, and I look forward to having that much time with you guys. And again, all this shit we're doing together, none of it is a competition. No. It is, what can we do for you today? What can we do for each other? What can we do? Right. What can we plan for tomorrow? We might be busy doing this. And it doesn't mean we don't have our own things going. We're all doing our own thing too. We don't stop doing that just because we're picking the other person up. But we don't forget about that person just because we're busy.
Right. Exactly. And the thing that's most exciting to me is that the four of us, this is the beginning, you know, and like Dustin and, you know, even Beatrice, I look forward to getting to know more. Like everybody that's been on the show tonight, we're on the beginning of our journey, and I cannot wait to see what the next years hold for all of us, you know, because we're all here for each other. Everybody that couldn't be on the show tonight, but that's going to watch this after the fact, that's part of our tribe. Like, I love you guys. And I always say you're the family I didn't know I needed. And I'm just so happy.
I'm here for every one of us and our peers, so that we actually got to do something together is beautiful.
Yes, absolutely.
Like I always say, I don't care how I got here. I'm just glad that I am.
Yes.
It's not about, you know, how we got to the destination. It's about the journey, and the fact that we're able to walk this journey together. And I've seen so many of you just blossom.
Yes.
Especially you, Sydney. Your journey has been amazing, because I remember when I started like my acting career, my podcasting career, stepping off the stage as a drummer for 30 fucking years. I never thought there would be something else. And, you know, it's like watching you starting with the Necrofiends interviews, and now you're just blossoming. And of course, your work on the goddamn program is stellar.
Well, that's just like, that's just playing with my friends. That's all that is. That's like playtime. It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I love Lizzie says 2025 is going to be wild. Oh yeah.
It's going to be the year of our dysfunctional, beautiful family that we have. And so many of us are moving parts together. I mean, Aaron has risen in so many fucking ways and is now the pinnacle of the horror barbecue show. And I mean, he's now becoming the face of Morgrot Entertainment. And I fucking love that shit.
Yes.
Because his genius needs to be seen every week. And I've gotten messages. I've, you know.
Is that your Mortimer hat?
You know, it's the most amazing thing ever. When him and I, after, because, you know, James Carnes was so busy with like now trying to get into cons and doing the whole, you know, process. Killing it at every step of the way. I was like the person. There was no doubt in my mind. He was the one. And I said, can you create a character for the ending tag? And this motherfucker knocked it out of the fucking park.
Aaron said, that's what I do. It's what I live for. He like channeled his inner Ursula.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You are such like, well, that's the thing. Aaron's talent, like the special effects shit you do is fucking phenomenal. And like Johnny,
legendary.
Your music and your characters and your ideas, and like Reaper, your acting and your like everybody is so talented in their own way. And I just love what everybody brings to the party because it's all different. It's not doing the same thing, but it all just flows together and makes this, it's so fun. Like I said, I just feel like I'm playing with my friends like I did when I was little, and it makes it so much fun to do all this stuff.
We're like a dark breakfast club.
There we go. Yeah.
Right?
We're the dinner club.
We're the dead flesh club.
We're the snack club.
I want
we're the breakfast club in Tales from the Crypt. That's what.
There you go. We're the breakfast crypt.
Most def.
Awesome.
I feel that Aaron is on the same level with Joe Castro, and Joe Castro is like the leading guy in indie horror. His creations are phenomenal.
Yes.
You put Aaron in that particular realm, and having the tools and things at his disposal, the same shit, if not better.
100%.
I was just talking to Joe this last week.
Yeah, Joe's amazing, man.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow.
No, you deserve that. That's 100% fact.
Oh, it's well deserved. Shit.
I'm laughing at the comments because Luna put late night snack club, which to me, I'm like midnight snack
I love
club.
it.
That's what we should be like when you get
That
up
could
for
be
your
a
midnight
show.
snack.
Could you
Like
imagine?
We are pretty tasty.
Yeah, and then Nina put Lunchables Club.
Lunchables.
I love it.
Lunchables are just grown-up charcuterie boards. That's all the Lunchables are. So, well, you guys know I could talk to you forever, but I keep getting this my Wi-Fi is unstable thing. So I'm like afraid it's just going to cut out. So I want to like wrap it up for serious before my internet decides we're done. But once again, happy anniversary, Johnny. We love you.
Happy anniversary.
We love you. So nice. And once again, to get your copy of the latest comic, and you have links to Horror Adorables and everything on your link tree too, right? Like all the things, Johnny?
Yeah.
Cool. All things Johnny. Go to his link tree.
All three of you own that book. How cool is that? All three of you own that book. And we all own your book.
Thank you. Yes, I really, 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 really appreciate everybody that has picked up a copy of my book. If you haven't, you can get it at learnedingogo.com. Yes. It's available in paperback, in ebook. I don't have my
very inspiring.
But it's a fun book. So I appreciate all of your support. And thank you everybody that hopped on tonight to help us celebrate our friend Johnny, because he deserves it. He is fucking phenomenal. And we all love you so much. 25 more years. You got to beat Uncle Lloyd. He's at 50 years of trauma. So you got to go.
Think about it. This is half my fucking life.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. So
Lloyd
keep it going.
And he couldn't stop either. So keep it coming, brother.
Exactly.
And there ain't nothing stopping you, man. The inspiration is there. The passion.
Now. This is something new, something next. And don't forget to pick up everything I learned since Go-Go.
When I get it done. Yeah. I love that idea though.
I
love that
wait
idea.
to hear that.
I told you that's your title. That's perfect.
I'm telling you, you're so good at this. You're so creative. You don't even just do it for yourself. You're just like, and you should do this. And I'm like, shit, yeah, I should. That makes so much sense. Like,
and also be the voice for the audible version of
that's what I want to do.
Amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to have it done by the end of 2024, but it's Halloween. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, because I don't think my Polecast room is like dead enough sound to record an audiobook. I don't know if it's too echoey.
Yes, you could.
Bubble wrap and duct tape.
Or I want to do an audiobook, not have a party. Oh wait, that's not okay. Sorry, bubble wrap and duct tape. It sounded kind of kinky. No, I have I do have like the squares that I need to put up, like the soundproofing squares.
Yeah, egg crate foam. Yep.
I have those. I have a 3-foot Elmo in the corner. He helps.
Yes.
And I have
I love it.
comforters thrown all around the room. You know,
I've been saying it forever. Elmo is satanic. He
there
is.
you go. Yeah, he's not within our range. It's a real professional gig over here. I just got shit everywhere, but I love you guys. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
hopping on with me. Happy
you,
anniversary, Johnny.
Anniversary.
I'm so glad we could do this tonight.
Anniversary, and it was Reaper's anniversary for his podcast, and you probably got some fucking anniversary. So happy anniversary and happy Halloween, and love to everybody.
I'll have to make up an anniversary because now I feel left out. But oh no, we lost Johnny again. Oh,
Watch horror.
yes.
Go to Tubi and check out all of the indie horror films that are there. Not just your favorites, but check out something new. Look at each one of them. If it grabs you, try it. I
think Johnny's going to try to be a magician for his next chapter of his life because he just keeps like bopping out and back again. Yeah. Again. But anyway, as I say at the end of all of my podcasts, when life comes at you, make sure you take it head on, because when you stick your head in the sand, you think you're hiding from the problems, but the rest of the world just sees a big ass. Love you guys.